Hey, it's Dr. Aaron with Made to Move Chiropractic. We're talking about the active part of a maintenance plan, which in my mind are things that you can do on your own to take care of yourself. And we talked in the last video about sleep. So I wanted to talk just a little bit more on that, just expand on that a little bit, and talk about two different things that we consume that impact sleep. One of which is alcohol, and the other is caffeine. Talking about alcohol, a lot of times people don't realize it, but when we consume alcohol before we go to bed, it actually alters our sleep in an unfavorable way. So alcohol can induce a sleepy state, but when we're sleeping, our brain is actually very active. And when we consume alcohol, it dulls that activity and prevents us from hitting that deeper sleep cycle. So we want to limit alcohol consumption, particularly close to bedtime. Caffeine is the other thing that I wanted to chat just briefly about today. And really, the take home with that is it's probably not a good idea to be taking it real late in the day, right? If you're taking it, or if you're drinking caffeine earlier in the day, probably not a big issue, obviously within reason. But later in the day, even if you don't have that super kind of buzzed feeling, your body takes a while to metabolize the caffeine, and it could potentially alter your sleeping pattern in an unfavorable way if you consume it too late. Obviously, the effects of caffeine and alcohol are different for different people. Some people are extremely sensitive to either or both, and some are less so. So it's going to vary some by person, but just something to kind of keep in mind if you're trying to optimize your sleep. I wish you the best. Have a wonderful day. Please let me know if you have any questions. Take care and have a great one.